Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a really exciting one because we are going to be talking all about my piercings. So we're going to go into prices, pain, experience, and I think it's going to be really fun. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, go ahead and turn on notifications so you guys can be updated every single time I upload, and follow me on Instagram. I'm usually pretty active on there, so you can DM me any questions and we can just talk on there. And yeah, with that being said, let's get right into the video. This is the first time ever that I do space buns, so sorry if it looks weird, but I tried my best and it took me like 40 minutes, so we're gonna leave them. Alright, so in this specific video, we are going to be talking about my conch piercing and my flat piercing. I think it's called the flat. It might be called the flat helix, but we're going to be referencing it as the flat because that's how I've seen it online. And I will show you guys close up, but those are the two piercings that we're mainly going to be focusing on. This is probably going to be a serious type of video because I am barely starting my curated ear journey, so I do want to expand my piercings, but at the moment this is what I have, so this is what we're going to talk about. First of all, I do have my lobes pierced, and I got my lobes pierced when I was around 5 or 6 months old, so I can't really tell you guys about that experience because I can't remember anything. So I mean, I feel like that's very unimportant. I feel like most of us have those done, and if not, I don't know. And then I have my second lobe pierced, and this one I got when I was 19. Now, out of a pain scale of 1 to 10, I would say this was like a 1. It really didn't hurt. I say just take your hand and pinch your ear really hard, and that's kind of what it feels like. To me, it really didn't hurt. I did get it done at Claire's, which, disclaimer, you're not supposed to get your ears pierced at Claire's, but I feel like if it's your lobe, it's a little bit more acceptable. So yeah, like I said, I was 19, I was at the mall, and I said, what the heck, I'm gonna go ahead and get my second lobes done, and it didn't hurt at all, really. And I followed all the care instructions that Claire's gave me. You know, I cleaned it twice a day and never gave me issues. I still have it to this day. I still wear earrings all the time there. And yeah, I don't really remember anything else from that piercing. It was really kind of spur of the moment and didn't give me any trouble. So alright, now let's fast forward to now. I got my conch and my flat pierced, and why I did this. I've been wanting a curated ear for a really long time. I've seen all these pictures on Pinterest and Instagram, and they look amazing. And to be honest, I was just really afraid to get my cartilage pierced because I've heard horror stories, and I just kept putting it off. But finally I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna get this done. So initially one of my friends had recommended this place and I was gonna go there, but as I did my research, I found out that you cannot switch your conch, like the jewelry that you place there, you can't switch it up until a year after you get it done. And the place that I was gonna go to had very like basic jewelry, things that I wouldn't really like, you know, kind of like silver and like barbells and all these things. And I thought, well, I don't know if I can like keep that in for a year. I'm really gonna get bored of it. So I decided to not go to that spot, and I just did my own little research over here, and I found this really great spot that had really good jewelry. Mind you, it was a little bit more expensive, but I thought, you know what, this is something that's going in my body. I might as well just pay a little bit extra and get something that I'm actually going to enjoy for a year and not something I'm just kind of stuck with. So I ended up going to this one place, and it's amazing. I love it in there. I don't think I'll ever get pierced anywhere but there. Like I said, it is a little bit more expensive. Not so much the piercing itself, but the jewelry. And it's not bad at all. It's not like it's not like super expensive. The piercings were $30, so $30 for my conch, $30 for my flat, and then the jewelry, I believe my conch jewelry was $100, and I think this one was $90. I'm actually not 100% sure about this one, but I'm sure it was like around in the 90s. I chose a rose gold theme. I do want a rose gold theme. These are not rose gold just because I haven't really found any hoops that I like that are rose gold, but my hoop that I have in my second lobe is rose gold, and my conch is rose gold. Everything is rose gold, and that's sort of the theme that I'm going for, just because I prefer that color of jewelry. So initially when I went in and I told the lady that I really wanted a conch piercing, and I explained it to her that I really want a hoop there, she said that initially they don't put a hoop in. So if you are going to get it pierced, you have to get it pierced with like a stud or like a barbell like this. And then once the healing process is over, which can take up to a year, then you can go ahead and switch to a hoop. Reason is the hoop is very difficult for it to heal because it's always kind of moving around. So you never really want to get a hoop as like the first jewelry. So I'm glad that the lady told me this, and I kind of knew about it, but I still wanted to ask her just to make sure that she knew about it. And I told her that I wanted my, I want to call it the helix, but I've seen it and it's called the flat, so I don't know. Told her I wanted this one as well, but I told her that, you know, I wasn't 100% sure because I was really scared about this one, and she said that they both hurt the same. So I decided, and I was like, what the heck, I'm already here, let's just get both. And so I did. So once I got that, you know, decided of like what jewelry I was gonna get and where I was gonna get it, I had to wait for about 40 minutes, I think. And I think the waiting time was what stressed me out the most, because I was kind of nervous about the pain, and then just having to wait for that long there was just kind of like excruciating. But anyways, they finally called my name, and I got this really cool dude that I don't even remember his name, which sucks because I would love to get him again, but I can't remember what his name was. So he took me in. He kind of draws like dots, yeah, to see where you want it. I chose it. He laid me down and he applied like a gauze over it, and just to kind of get my hair out of the way. And then he told me to, we went with the conch first, so he just told me to breathe in and then breathe out. And once he tells you to breathe out, that's when the needle goes in. For my conch, pain-wise, I think it was like a 3 out of 10 or like a 2 out of 10. It was not painful. The actual, okay, I hate when people say it's not painful. Well, it's obviously painful because, or not painful, but you're obviously gonna have some sort of pain. It is a freaking needle going through your ear. It's gonna hurt, but it doesn't last long. It's just like a really quick pinch, a little bit more intense. You do feel pressure. Like I said, the piercing itself wasn't really bad for me. I was like, oh, okay, like this is it. I had thought so much about it, and when it's actually said and done, you're like, oh, so this was it. And I think the most uncomfortable part was when he was putting in the jewelry. Now there it was kind of uncomfortable. I was with my sister, and I remember kind of squeezing her hand when he was putting in the jewelry. And not because it was painful, but just because it was just uncomfortable. So that was that for my conch, not bad at all. And then we went up to my flat helix, and that actually hurt more than my conch, which is interesting because I think it's a thinner part of my cartilage. But that was more of like a 4 out of a 10. And again, when the jewelry goes in, it's just really uncomfortable. But once it's said and done, it's really not bad at all. It really didn't really hurt that much. I just would definitely go and get, I'm definitely gonna go get more. And this that I have here is not actually a piercing. This is just like a cuff, but I wanted to wear it just to see if I like both my conches done, because I actually really like my stud in there. I don't think I would switch it to a hoop now because I really like it. So I'm thinking to get it on this side, but whatever. So in here I have kind of a Trinity clustered diamond thing. It's not actually diamonds, but like cubic zircon, I think it's called, and I really like it. It really catches the light and I get a ton of compliments. Then over here, I don't really know what this is. I just saw it and I thought it was cute and different, and I liked the rose gold in it. So yeah, so once it was said and done, he just gave me a few, you know, tips and like care instructions. He said that touching it and just the less you touch it, the better it will heal, and I definitely agree with him. I don't ever really touch them, I don't play with them, and I've been a-okay. He recommended for me to get the Neil Med Piercing Aftercare Fine Mist Wound Wash. I actually got this off Amazon, so I bought this before I even got my ears pierced. So when he said get this, I was like, I already got it. It's at home thanks to Amazon Prime. So I just spray this in the morning, so I apply like 2 sprays, like psh, psh. I already did it, so I don't want to do it again. And then I go in the back and spray it twice, and again, do that morning and night after I shower. I do have to always blow dry my hair now, which is kind of annoying, but I read online that bacteria obviously really likes moisture, so if you sleep with your hair damp, you could like infect your piercing, so I don't want that. So I do blow dry my hair every day, every night. That kind of sucks, but it's totally fine. Now, pain level after the piercing. So about 40 minutes after I got it pierced, I was in line to get food, and my hair kind of got tangled a little bit in the piercing because my barbell right now it's really long, because it's supposed to be long in case it swells up or anything. So I kind of caught my hair, and my sister was trying to do a braid, and it just started hurting. It started hurting so bad. It like started throbbing, and I was like it really hurts. Thankfully, I had Advil in my purse, so I took some Advil, pain went away, everything was fine. Then fast forward to midnight, again, it starts throbbing and it's hurting, and my whole like half of my head was hurting, and I had a headache, and it was throbbing again. Took some Advil, pain went away. Next day, everything is fine, no pain, and I do sleep with a travel pillow. So I have this one. This is actually my sister's because I couldn't find mine, so I borrowed hers, and I just sleep like that just so my ear isn't like the hole. And one night though, I did sort of switch, and I didn't have the travel pillow, and I forgot to like grab it, so I think I slept on it for about 20 to 30 minutes, and the whole day that ear hurted, and it was in pain. I mean, not in pain, but it was just uncomfortable. I do say that my conch doesn't hurt at all. I could play with it right now. Sorry you guys, my camera cut me off. So like I was saying, my conch doesn't hurt at all. I can play with it. I'm obviously not going to do that, but I can touch it. I could, you know, mess around with it, and it's completely fine. It doesn't hurt. Now, my flat helix, that bothers me sometimes, especially if I have my hair down. You guys know I like to curl my hair, and if I get my hair caught in it, or I forget about it and I kind of tuck in my hair behind my ears, it's uncomfortable. And then if I mess around with it too much, it will start hurting throughout the whole day. Now, my piercings are really, they're babies. I think I've had them for 2.5 weeks, so I hadn't had them for that long. But yeah, I mean, my conch never bothers me. The flat helix, like I said, sometimes, and again, if I, you know, accidentally hit it at night, it does hurt throughout the day. And you guys know I work with kids, so sometimes they like come up to me too fast to like hug me or do something when I'm sitting, and sometimes I'll like accidentally bump into my ear. It's not super painful, but it's uncomfortable, so I try to like kind of watch out. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. If you guys want to get those piercings, I totally recommend it. they're not as painful as it seems. I know, because I was looking at so many videos and I was so scared, and once I got it done, I'm like, when's my next one? So like I said, this is probably going to be one in a few more. I don't know when I'm going to get my next piercings, but I'll hopefully vlog about it. I didn't vlog this time because I was really nervous and I kind of wanted to like be like calmed, and vlogging makes me even more nervous, so it was just like, it was a little bit too much. So yeah, that is my experience. That is how I'm doing. If you guys want to see an update, just go ahead and give this video a like, and I'll try to update in a few months. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.